to introduce to you Jessica Franz. Jessica is running for State Central Committee, is currently a member of the school board in Bethel, and recently won that election in November. So we're going to talk about these things. This is the Tipp Center presents Meet the Candidates. Thank you for tuning in, and let's take this chance to get to know Jessica. Jessica, so every time I do these interviews, the first part is, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah.
So we'd like to get to know you as Jessica Franz. So
all right.
what is your life like?
Well, I am a homeschooling mother of 6. And, you know, that is my primary responsibility that God has given me at this time in my life, is to make sure that I do the best job that I can educating my children.
And all of that, all of the above.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I told her I'd pray about it, spoke with my husband, long story short, ended up running, getting elected, sworn in January, and currently serving, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So since then, I don't mean to laugh, but since then, it got a little controversial there. So
Yes,
you were elected, and then life got pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the excitement currently taking place?
Sure. So that was something that I could not have even imagined. So the first time that I attended a board meeting and was sworn in, the superintendent announced that he'd made a decision that was supported by 3 of our board members to go ahead and allow a trans-identifying student to use the bathroom of the gender that the student identified with. As you can imagine, this caused quite a stir in the community amongst the parents who, this was just kind of dropped.
You have your hands full. Let's just say you have your hands full in the school board. Now, challenge.
Yeah.
That would be enough for most people. Yeah. But you still feel there's one more thing you really are called to do. And what is that?
So, you know, going back a little bit, COVID hits 2020. There's a lot of steps taken by the governor and the bureaucracies that were complete overreach of their position. So, you know, shutting down businesses, the mandates, not allowing people to see their loved ones in nursing.
I came very misinformed, or uninformed, I would say.
I was as well.
Yeah, I was uninformed about okay, I know these 3 guys, what's next?
Yeah.
You know, what are these things that we're voting on? Now, there's an important thing that we need to point out. The primary was in May 3rd.
Yeah.
That's not the only primary for the state of Ohio.
Nope.
So what's next? What's the next primary, and how does that impact you?
So the next primary is going to be August 3rd. So with all of the redistricting that's going on and not having that settled yet and still kind of hung up in the courts, they made the decision to have 2 primaries. So we had the May 3rd primary, and that covered, you know, your auditor, your attorney general, the gubernatorial candidate, and the federal Senate race. But now in August, that's going to cover our House rep, our state House rep race, our Senate race at the state level, and also State Central Committee.
State Central Committee, which you're running for.
Which is the very, you know, not well-known office that we're all starting to learn about and understand how important they are. Yeah.
The last question is, let's say you win State Central Committee.
Yep.
What are you doing next?
Reform, reform, reform.
Yeah, reform, reform, reform.
Yes, I am definitely a reformer. So what I mean by that is it's a mess right now, frankly, at the State Central Committee. They are, again, the board of directors for the Republican Party. They haven't had an audit in something like 14 to 16 years. So I come in, I got to start cleaning house right off the bat. So we got to start doing those yearly audits. We've got to start holding these people accountable. We need a plan, a platform, a vision for the party, which is something that I would help create. We need something to hold the candidates accountable to that we don't have right now.